hit the nail on the head, right on the head, to supersize your business. How the heck do you go about doing that? Well, we've all heard the expression, and most of us have had the experience of hitting a nail, not right on the head, missing the mark, and having that baby go into either the board or the sheetrock, heaven forbid, crooked. We've had to take it out and start over. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not the handiest person on the planet. So I've had a lot more experience hitting the nail not on the head than hitting the nail right on the head. But I've also had the experience of knowing that when I hit it right on the head, it goes exactly where it's supposed to. It goes exactly into whatever the project or the surface is that I'm trying to hang something up on. Now, sheetrock, I use tacks for, and I hang up light things. I don't hang up heavy things. That is my way around that in my personal life. But in my professional life, in my business life, why is it important to hit the nail on the head, and how do I go about doing that? I'm going to share 3 ways that you can almost virtually guarantee that you will hit the nail on the head every single time. 3 strategies, 3 tips to that. But first, let's talk about what does hitting the nail on the head even mean? It means delivering your message, describing something to your perfect prospect, your ideal client, or your customer, your existing customer, in such a way that they so get it, they understand completely what it is that you're trying to communicate. How can we do this? Well, we want to do this in the words that we use, the way we describe things. We want to do this in the offers that we make to them, the products and the services that we're providing them with. We want to make sure that they match what they really want, not necessarily what it is that we want to sell them, right? So we might have a product or service that we love and adore. We should love and adore our products or services. But if we're not offering that and communicating that in such a way that our ideal clients or that our customers can understand and want to take advantage of it, we're missing the mark. We're nailing that into the board crookedly, and we're going to have problems. The picture's not going to stay on the wall, right? It's going to fall off. Actually, my Wonder Woman lady fell off on my head during a video one time. So it's important to do things straight, to do things right, and right is defined by, in this case, our customer, by our potential client or our potential customer, our perfect prospect, our dream client, our existing customers. They're the one that define what right is. We might think right is one thing, and they might think right is another thing. And if they think right is something else, or perfect for them is something else, guess what? If our competition provides that righter to them, they're going to win the business. We're not. So we want to make sure that our offers, our products and services are communicated in such a way that our ideal customers get it, that they understand what we're trying to offer them, and that it really is what they want. Excuse me, I got a tickly throat today. So for example, in my Italian food manufacturing business, how did I come up with different flavors of, we made ravioli, we made handmade ravioli. How do we come up with different flavors for that? Excuse me. In order to determine if that was something that would sell or not, and if people would want to consume and buy and eat. Now, we were a business-to-business customer, so I could ask their customers directly, or I could ask, and herein lies the key ingredient, ask the people that you want to sell your products or services to. What do they want? What is in their best interest? What would they like to have? And I will admit I did it both ways. I did it where I just came up with ideas and formulas and products and services that I thought people might want and buy. And guess what? A lot of times I was dead nuts wrong. I would pick the wrong variety, the wrong flavors, the wrong whatever, because it wasn't really what people wanted. But when I asked, guess what? They told me exactly what they wanted. That's how we developed our lobster ravioli. That's how we developed our, okay, I made caramel ravioli just because I wanted to, and they were delicious. But I never sold them commercially. I just made them for special people. Chocolate and caramel ravioli. Unbelievably yummy. But I made that for me, not to be commercially viable. But when I wanted something to be commercially viable, I would ask my customers. So what are the 3 tips about hitting the nail right on the head? What are 3 ways to guarantee that you do that each and every time? The first way is to tie your product or service, what it is that you already do, into some kind of a pain point that your perfect prospects or your existing customers already have. And I know I like to think of the positive and focus on the positive, but The truth is, most people don't. Most people are driven by pain and their problems, and they're more likely to buy a solution for a pain or a problem than they are just to buy something that they want or they desire. So if you can tie your product or service into a pain point or a problem that your product or service offers a solution to, that is going to speak. And then if you can communicate it in words and ways that reach your customer, that they get, that are right for them, hint, hint, use their own words and descriptions and terminology, the way they would describe things, you're going to hit the nail right on the head. Another way to guarantee that and ensure that you're more likely to hit the nail on the head with your customers and your business is to create your products and services and your offers, because our offers are more than just our product or service. It's a big package of what we offer people. And a lot of those things are intangible and they don't cost you anything. It's the level of service, the attention, the increasing their status, things like that that really don't cost us anything, but they make all the difference to our customer. Create your offers, your products and services with your customers. Ask them what they need and want. Ask them what they would like to see. Like I said, some of our best-selling ravioli flavors were because a customer had requested them. You know, my most expensive ravioli flavor, the one that I made the most profit on, was the lobster ravioli, because it was expensive to make, but it was also something that one of my customers wanted specifically for their high-end clientele. So create it with the people that you want to sell it to, who you're providing it for. And thirdly, the third principle is to remember, don't be in love with your product or service the way it is. Don't decide that it has to be this way. This is the only way I can offer it. This is the only way I can do it. This is the only thing that's possible. Be open and flexible to testing and trying different ways of describing your product, looking at your product and service from a different perspective. Don't be in love with your product or service. Be in love with the results that your product or service can get for your customers, for your clients, the people that you're here to serve. If you do those three things, you will hit the nail on the head and supersize your business. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another supersize your business tip, trick, or strategy or system that you can put in place to grow and create the business that you love so that you can have the life that you are here to live. Bye.